That's it. Good morning, everybody. We're going to start our meeting with the pledge of allegiance. I'll have Commissioner Rodu.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the April 4th. It doesn't feel like April, it feels like January 2024 meeting of the Rockingham County Commissioners. We've got on Zoom, I see Catherine Mann, I see Jude Gates, Jason Smith. I see, and we have Tyler Wheeler, and we have Sheriff Naseos is there. Kathy Stacy is on, and I'm sure others will probably join us as we go along. Superintendent Henry as well. Here in the meeting room, we have Chuck Nickerson, Allison Kibakowski, Layla, Commissioner Coyle, Commissioner Godu, and myself. I'm Brian Churchello. And we'll start with RFP openings.
I move to authorize the first opening we have is relative to the elevator preventative maintenance and repairs. And I move to authorize the Senior Director of Facilities Planning and IT to review, evaluate the proposals and return with a recommendation.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there discussion on this motion? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
I vote yes. EV charging station at Steel Shed.
I move to authorize the Senior Director of Facilities Planning and IT to review, evaluate the proposals and return with a recommendation.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion.
Just-
Commissioner Godu?
Very briefly, EV charging station, I don't have an electric car, but are they all the same? Are there ones specifically for Tesla and others it doesn't matter? It's kind of universal.
Maybe Jude can answer. I
Tesla?
know the old Teslas were specific, but I don't know if they've.
They are, they have a different charging mechanism than generically all the others, as I understand it, but that most of them, like you can convert, there's like conversion pieces that can go on
Yeah.
a Tesla charger to be adapters,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
For almost, and vice versa.
that's what I've known. So.
Well, I guess we can
You have
discuss
further?
that. No, we can discuss it later when it comes through.
On the motion, Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes,
I vote yes. Fire sprinkler testing.
I move to authorize the Senior Director of Facilities Planning and IT to review, evaluate the proposals and return with a recommendation.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion here? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Coyle?
Yes,
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
I vote yes. HVAC replacements for the county nursing home and jail.
I move to authorize the Senior Director of Facilities Planning and IT to review, evaluate the proposals and return with a recommendation.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion here? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes,
I vote yes. We're on to the consent agenda.
I move to table the approval of the March 28th, 2024 public and non-public meeting minutes.
Second.
Motion to table, non-debatable. On the motion, Commissioner Coyle?
Yes,
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
I vote yes.
thank you for everybody. This has been a very busy week. Thank you to Layla for these our budget books and everybody else for submitting all your budget information so we can, Truck, Andrea, but every department.
All right, surplus equipment request pursuant to New Hampshire RSA 28:A-A.
I move to approve a surplus equipment request pursuant to New Hampshire RSA 28:8A and declare one Dyson DC 25 vacuum, one Oric mini vacuum, and one office chair from the sheriff's office surplus with the items to be disposed of.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Coyle?
Yes,
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
I vote yes. We're on to accounts payable list.
I move to approve the February 19th, 2024 accounts payable list total of $5,340,304.62.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. I'm sure we'll have some discussion. I don't know. I'm gonna hand it over to Chuck because this is usually a little bit higher than normal. Do you want to just give us a brief? rundown?
State bill always has it higher. Anytime we have a Harvey warrant, for the building project, it's gonna be higher, so it's like 2.3 roughly in the Harvey one, and it's 1.6 plus million, so right there you've got like 3.8, 3.9 of the 5 million
Okay,
amount. And then with Allegiant, every month they're, 110, 130,000. For the
Contracted nursing.
NBT coverage, and then about 400,000 or so contract nursing, about 400,000 for Glendale.
okay.
So
It just, it all came due at once, basically, everything.
Well,
yeah, well, yeah, there's always, so every other, basically, every other, bi-weekly AP, there's gonna be a state bill.
Yeah.
And then we're in the same kind of pattern that every other week you could have a Harvey one as well, so once a month on each.
Okay.
And they just came same
Alright.
time.
Further discussion from the commissioners?
I guess just to the extent that when we're talking about budgeting and contracted nursing, I mean, we're seeing what huge numbers this is producing. And I guess we can get into the weeds a little more on this when we start to have our budget discussion.
Okay, so on the motion, Commissioner Coyle,
Yes.
Commissioner Godu,
Abstain.
and I will vote yes, so it's 2-0-1.
I thought you wouldn't abstain this week because did you see there's Lowe's receipts? Everything that you're looking for was in our Harvey warrant.
Not everything.
All right, so let's move on to commissioner updates. Any commissioners have anything they want
But I
to chat
just-
about?
I did see the Lowe's receipt.
Commissioner Godu,
I'll just mention that we have, semi-concluded our negotiation with the
Union,
the union for, legal assistance. We walked away from the table essentially agreeing that we think we're in a good place.
very good.
The approvals still need to be made by us and by, their union officially, but
You're on
looks
the right
like
track.
we're on the right track and things are going well.
Good.
Will,
You're all still alive to
No
talk about it.
one's saying the arbitration word
Yeah.
except in,
Commissioner Coyle, I may have
Yes.
a different report, but. Go ahead,
Uh,
Commissioner Coyle.
I mean, with respect to union negotiations, they're ongoing, but and that's all I have to say about that. I really wanted to give a congratulations to Pat Conway, who got the New Hampshire Children's Alliance Everyday Heroes Award and that's offered through the CAC, which is the Child Advocacy Center, which is involved in interviewing child assault victims. So it's a great award. Obviously, there's a lot of great work at the CAC and the collaboration with the county attorney's office and prosecution, and a great honor for Pat, and just congratulations to her.
Yes, very good. I have nothing new on my end, so we're gonna move to, wow, that leads us into the Victims of Crime Federal Grant Agreement. That's a good segue.
Or I move to approve the continuation of the application process and authorize the chair to sign all necessary documents as recommended by the county attorney.
second,
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Any further discussion?
Just that this is just tighten up some loose ends with
Yeah.
respect to the application.
Further discussion? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Godu,
yes,
Commissioner Coyle,
Yes,
and I vote yes. Department of Corrections, Prime Care Medical.
I move to approve the Prime Care Medical Incorporated Contract Extension Addendum for an additional year concluding June 30th, 2025, and authorize the chair to sign all necessary documents as recommended by the superintendent.
second,
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion?
Well, this
Commissioner Coyle?
gets us to the place we need to be in terms of for budgeting for next year, as well as considerations of going forward hopefully by the time we're budgeting for the next year, we'll talk about the new building, and we'll be going out to RFP in a year, but this kind of keeps us all buttoned up for and they offer a great service. Prime Care does a great job for us over at the jail. They do administration of our MAT program. And so for all those reasons, we were on the forefront with that. And for jails across the country. And I'm thrilled that we're gonna continue our partnership for the next year.
Okay, so on the motion, Commissioner Coyle,
Yes,
Commissioner Godu,
yes,
I vote yes. Human Resources, title change and job description.
I move to approve a title change in job description for the equipment maintenance technician to equipment maintenance and supply technician as recommended by the Senior Director of Human Resources.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on this motion? Hearing none. On the motion, Commissioner Foil?
Yes,
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
I vote yes. Long-term care AMDC grant request for Silverthorne. Nice to see that.
I move to approve an adult medical daycare grant dated March 26, 2024 to Silverthorne for an additional client KS at an amount of $10 per day for 3 days per week as recommended by the Senior Director of Long-Term Care Services.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion on this motion? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Line item transfer.
I move to approve a line item transfer request in the amount of $15,000 dated April 1st, 2024, transferring from LNA Health Careers to conferences as recommended by the Senior Director of Long-Term Care Services.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
I do.
Commissioner Coyle?
Jason, I guess I was unclear. Do you have a targeted use of this? It's sort of suggested, but I wasn't entirely sure. Why are you transferring? Do you have enough, where's your conference line and what is the intended use of it?
Correct. So basically, we had planned several years ago to have IV certificate training with our current, and they were going to come on site to provide that training. With our current pharmacy provider, they offer that program to us. So we don't need to spend the money on IV. Right now, we have a need for wound certification for nurses to get certified in wound care.
It's not a very long day.
Our staff members who are nurses get certified as wound nurses.
We're still on Zoom.
Hold on,
What it's worth,
Jason.
it's just an hour.
The projector keeps getting knocked out.
That's okay.
It's okay, little owl.
Little guy. It's very, yeah, you have the eyes.
Here we go again.
So,
Waiting here.
We're out of power here, so I don't know how long I'll be on.
I don't know if you can
We
hear
hear
me,
you, but we
but
don't
where
see
we
you.
kept losing power here. And that's why you keep getting a interrupted view.
Now you gotta go in. An echo chamber.
I cut it off.
Are we at full power or no?
Hold on, Kathy.
We're on generator here, Kathy.
What does it keep? We get power and then it the generator kicks on and then the
I think that's.
keeps
what's
going back and
happening.
forth.
There was a power
Keeps on
line
switching over, yeah.
that burnt on one of these lines down here, so when I came across, they told me that you can hear the generator run.
I just texted her.
Okay.
Couple of roads closed on 125 when I was going south.
Yeah.
Like Barrington.
Lines down. there.
And we are still recording,
Couple
just
accidents.
FYI.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, can everybody hear us in Zoom land?
Yes, commissioners.
Okay, so.
Yes.
I don't know what you've heard or didn't hear, but basically I'm requesting the funds that were geared towards staff education to be transferred to conference lines since I'm sending the staff out to a conference to get wound care certified instead of the provider coming here to provide those services.
Okay,
Commissioner Coyle still has the
wait,
floor.
I thought it was IV certificate training that now we get for free, but wound care, were you gonna have it in-house and now it's being outsourced? Is that? And
No, it's not outsourced any longer. The person that was doing it no longer is capable of doing it for our community. Dr. Kelly has stepped back her practice, so we have no one that's wound certified here. We have to send individuals out to the hospital. So what I'd like to do is to have two of the nurses to be wound certified so they can offer those services in-house to be less disruptive to our residents going out to the hospital for
Okay,
services.
and when did that change occur?
Dr. Kelly has now been a couple months now.
Oh, okay,
Kathy,
sounds good.
Further conversation,
over that, plaza.
on the
Kathy's not
motion,
unmuted.
Commissioner Coyle,
No power over there.
Yes.
Commissioner Godu?
Yes.
And
Can
I
you
vote
mute
yes.
Kathy?
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna stop real quick here and just explain to everybody on Zoom that we're on generator power here. So occasionally we lose power, so just be patient. We're gonna go in and out. I promise you that if you go out in Zoom, we'll wait until it comes back on. So that's what's going on over here. So I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the meeting, but I failed to do that. All right, so now we're gonna go to department head updates. Since everybody's up on Zoom, I'm gonna go to Jason Smith first.
He might be out.
All right. Good morning, commissioners. Just a brief report that we continue to plan for assisted living updates and remodels. The dining room project is underway. We're looking to start in the last 2 weeks of May. Been working with Wellesley Design, who has also did the hospice room and other projects in assisted living. Let's see, Jessica Wendell from Public Relations Community Outreach will be a guest speaker next week, Monday, the April 8th, to talk about healthcare, senior living services here in New Hampshire and talk about our community. So it's a good community event for Rockingham County to just some marketing. CDC has updated their COVID vaccination guidelines. So individuals that are 65 or older, they have recommended that those individuals receive an updated COVID vaccination. FSA Compliance Group has completed their on-site mock survey. They're doing the remaining portion remotely. This is part of our ongoing compliance work plan with FSA. This is one of the reviews that we have elected for them to do. Hopefully we'll get the results later this week or next week. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. And I just noticed, I apologize that Tyler Wheeler has got his hand up. So at this time, I don't know if he wants to say something. If you're on a phone, you can hit
Take it-
star 9 or,
Is it our?
or,
Is it on?
Is,
Can you mute?
is the. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just our-
Sorry, sorry.
oh,
It's not his hand raised. It's just our cursor.
oh. I thought that
Yeah,
was-
sorry,
Oh, all
yeah,
right, I'm sorry.
I know, I just.
Never mind. I'll wait till public comment. If Tyler wants to speak at that point, he can do so. I'm gonna go to Catherine Mann and the sheriff. Sheriff Casillas.
Good morning.
Morning.
So, yeah, same problem up here with power. Just to keep you guys informed, we actually have 3 background checks that are out, and they're looking very well. So if those 3 backgrounds come through, we'll be down 1 position for dispatcher. We
Wow.
got plenty of applications. We still are applying for, we still have a lot of people applying for that dispatcher's job. I have to agree with Commissioner Coyle on the CAC. It's a great organization that Dr. Sullivan does over there for the child is getting, it's just a great organization. We do have a deputy that works with the CAC on those cases. And that's about it. We'll see you guys at 12:30.
All right, thank you, Cheryl. I'm gonna go to, all right, Kathy Stacy, before we zip out again.
Yeah, good morning. Really nothing to report. I'll see you at 12 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go to Jude Gates.
Good morning. All's well. We're dealing with keeping the roads cleared and power blipping in and out. It's been affecting my laptop like crazy this morning, but we're doing fine and looking forward to our meetings this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Jude. Superintendent Henry. You all snowed in over there?
I am. We've got about 2 feet of snow here. No power here. New Durham, Rochester, all around the area. It's great.
Wow.
Current count is 140 at the jail. We're finishing up our PREA audit. We had to send the last bit of paperwork to that, so hopefully we'll pass that coming up with the flying colors. Our DEA certification we sent out. Everything looks good on that. We should be getting that back in the next week or two. Last piece is bail reform. They try to put all the bills into one 16-page document,
Wow.
adding back in magistrates and all kinds of other stuff. Basically, it's come down to Senator Carson has asked on some of the pretrial release stuff for the superintendents to actually help rewrite it. So we are meeting on the 12th and try to substantially rewrite this so it makes it work for our pretrial programs and magistrates and bail and all that kind of good stuff. So if it goes through, it's going to change some stuff because they want magistrates on weekends. There's 14 categories that they would have to see and would not go to a bail commissioner. So it means we're going to have to do videos on weekends, which we don't do, which could require staffing. So we'll see how this all turns out, but we're working on that right now. And that's all I have. And I'll see you again today for my budget.
I have just a quick question, Jason. I was reading an article about at the state, they're talking about legalizing cannabis. And I was reading that some of the penalties would actually require people that didn't follow certain, and I'm not exactly sure, I haven't seen the bill in its entirety, but would be locked up in county jail. Have you seen that?
I guess I didn't see that one being locked up in county jail, but I'll look.
Yeah, I didn't see any fiscal note. I'll have to follow up on that. to see if
Locked up.
there's fiscal-
Can you say that again?
There's some penalty, and I don't know the exact, like, again, I just read it in a newspaper article that if they're putting up certain criteria for marijuana cannabis use, that if you don't follow the law that they're proposing, that the penalty would be lockup in county jail, like 30 days in county jail. I'm like, I didn't get to see if there was a fiscal note attached, because obviously that would be crazy. But anyway.
Yeah, it would.
Doesn't make sense.
Jail's not big enough.
Well, and then they want to put it onto the county. It's like, yeah, don't,
They will put everything on the county.
No, that's exactly what I was looking at. I'm like, wait a minute. But anyway, okay. Let's go. I think we're done in Zoom land, so let's go. Allison.
Hi, good morning. We were in, as Commissioner Godu said, negotiations for the legal assistance. I'm finishing up that to send over the final document so they can hold a ratification meeting on their side. I held a Zoom meeting with the NCEU labor representative just to kind of go over stuff with her to make sure we have everything prepared for April 11th on both sides. We're waiting for MOUs to be signed for that inmate hospital stays and related transports. I've been in touch with both union folks, but they have not gotten back to me yet on that. I did receive notification from Gallagher that the Cigna's medical and pharmacy utilization for March will be available on April 15th. Once they receive that, they are going to send it out to HM, another stop loss carrier, for their consideration to bid. But we should then have a final firm pricing by the week of April 29th. We have been, the weather emergency, just working now on open enrollment. We've come up against some snags on the HRIS side of the UKG system that we're trying to work out. And the records, the electronic records, personnel records for the whole county. We are now underway as far as implementation, and we'll be doing department meetings so that everyone will understand what's happening with the personnel records and what access they will have and how that will work for them. And I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Allison. Chuck, don't say you've been busy.
Just a little bit. Obviously, it's budget time, so very busy with that. Obviously, preparing different projections on payroll benefits, payroll expenses. So there'll be plenty of scenarios to go over through the budget process. Busy with some grant stuff as normal as well. We have to work out with Nate from Envision as far as official usage of that 244,000 energy efficiency community block grant that UCBG, because official application your window with a very defined narrative is for the end of this month, basically. And so, Emily's been working with carrying that out. Looks like it's much easier just to utilize it on design and engineering part versus actual materials.
Oh.
So we're trying to get better, like breakout from a vision on those costs, components for the project. So, I know that, we've had some really good training from, Tyler Technologies regarding some of the Munis modules. The trainer is probably the best one we've ever had. She's a bit passionate and sometimes it's quickly, sometimes she'll delve into some of the minutia that, Ben might be really into versus maybe some of the other training,
Oh, boy.
but it's been probably the overall best person that we've had. So
Okay.
we'll see if next time we have some other talent training, we'll just reach out to them first to see if this person could be available to do it. But, I mean, she's been willing to stay extra time, even go over stuff like past 4 o'clock, to the point where sometimes they've had to tell her that, okay, we need to take a break here. We need to go home.
So we need to go.
That's
Okay.
what the days was. It's like 4:30. Okay, we need to go.
That's great. Well, it's so wonderful that she's,
Yeah, because it
So
can be,
invested.
because that really makes a difference as
Yeah.
far as what you get out of it.
That's good.
And before, we haven't always had the best trainers, and we know to see like in with the implementation stuff, as far as that can, who you have to make all the difference. That's doing the training or doing implementations or what have you. That's again, just lots of other things going on, but I'm just gonna stop there because we have obviously a bunch of stuff.
Okay, thank you. Leila, anything?
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
Work on the website continues. There was a big WordPress update Tuesday night and our website did not crash.
Thank you.
Yes, thank God. And I wanted to thank everyone for their cooperation with scheduling today's department budget meetings.
yes. I just, on a caveat with respect to budget meetings, if everybody could be sort of flexible, I know we have like allotted time for start time. But, sometimes these things from my experience, sometimes they go fast, sometimes they go slow. So if, we would appreciate to the extent that people can be somewhat flexible, that if we contact you, if we're a little ahead of schedule, that you could jump on, that would be most helpful. I
That's
guess,
very good.
and then I would also ask, is there anyone who is like hard to their time? No one? Bueller?
I think it's a good point. Well, if you can be ready, I'm sure everybody is ready.
Thank you.
And typically the budgets, like Commissioner Foil mentioned, sometimes they go slow, sometimes they go quick. But if we can maybe save some time if possible, and just be on the ready.
And we'll try to
Appreciate it.
sub in, usually what we try to do from our end is like sub in, like if there's a big gap of time, put our own budgets in or non-county special, some of the other things, general government, things that we have.
Oh, that's a harder one. Nope. Otherwise, we can stop and go.
I did it in terms of homework. I can be a certificate. I have no budget.
Did we name the owl yet?
Hoot.
Owl?
Yeah, hoot. Hoot, yeah, hoot.
That's what I said. Plus,
We're almost through. Let's gotta do this walk in another emergency. Now, Allison, this says that we have a non-public.
Yeah, we put it on just in case, but I'm good.
Oh, okay.
So thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you,
I didn't know.
have that on there.
look at it.
This is not gonna make very good TV
That's how.
compared to how good the TV is.
I know.
On a regular basis.
Well, then you can
Red button.
continue the
Every
meeting.
medical
You
center
just won't be
office is
able to
all
see
closed.
everybody.
Know what the rent doesn't really.
That's what my wife works.
Does she?
But
What
somebody
else?
doesn't work when it's.
Most, she goes between Windham and Derry.
Oh, okay. My
That's the
daughter.
building that broke, that burnt down.
Yeah, yeah. But
And
there's
they
cigarette
built back
butt.
up. Yeah, cigarette butt in the,
I used to go there, but now I have to go to Rain
Okay.
with my doctor.
All right, same.
And I like him a lot. So I'm in Rain. I gotta travel.
I think we're back.
We're back. Everybody hear us? Okay, where were we?
We were, we had just moved on and now we're on to new business and old business. We
Oh.
just concluded department head update. And so now we can start with human resources. Walk-in.
Let's do
I
that.
move to declare a weather emergency in accordance with personnel policies and procedures, chapter 8-4 for Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024, beginning at 11 PM or the start of third shift as defined by the department through Thursday, April 4th, 2024 at 7 AM or the start of first shift as defined by the department as recommended by the Senior Director of Human Resources.
second.
Motion's been made and seconded,
Aye.
on the motion. Do you have discussion?
Discussion only that we may be extending that weather emergency, and I wonder if we should extend it through the second shift, which would be, yeah, I can see. So,
Thank you.
yes.
Weather
Through
condition.
Thursday, April 4th at, it will be, that would be 3 PM or the start of second shift as defined by the department, as recommended by the Senior Director of Human Resources.
So on that motion.
The amended motion.
On the amended motion, yeah.
Second.
Yes,
All right.
second,
Further discussion? If not, on the motion, Commissioner Godu?
yes.
Commissioner Coyle?
Yes.
Walking grant funded job description.
I move to approve 3 grant-funded temporary job descriptions for the caregiver, transporter, case manager, and program manager as recommended by the Senior Director of Human Resources.
Second,
Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion. So this is the grant that we got from the state. And so these are temporary positions that we're gonna start up. And, so on the motion, Commissioner Coyle,
Yes.
Commissioner Godu?
yes.
And I vote yes. All right, we're on to public comment. I see Tyler Wheeler. I don't know if Tyler wants to say anything. This is your opportunity to say anything that you want.
Yeah, I'm here representing Life Safety Fire Protection. I wasn't sure when you guys were going to be going over the bids that were sent for the fire protection stuff.
Right, those are those openings that we opened today. Most of them are virtual, so we do those openings, those will happen. Probably your best point of contact is Jude Gates.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Thanks, Tyler. Last couple of meetings, we've been getting people waiting for that, but anyway, we'll correct that, so moving forward. Anybody else from the public? I don't see anybody, so we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn and
Second.
seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. All right.
Okay.
See everybody.
So
Budget time.
we don't start till 10. Jude, are you possibly available to start closer to, do you want to just take a brief recess so we can start at 9:30?